can be clearly seen emerging.
Nothing can be clearly seen in this video. I am sorry. Hey everybody, welcome or welcome back. My name is Para and today I thought we would do another episode of The Wheel of Misfortune. So, oh hi! She didn't want to be in the video like 20 minutes ago. Yeah, I don't know what order these are coming out in as to whether you've seen that or not, but that was the Haunted Nights video. You didn't want to be in it. Hi. Mwah. Yes, mwah. You're a good girl. But yes, we'll do an episode of The Wheel of Misfortune to make sure that you get a drink, maybe a snack. I have tea. You're just going to have to trust me because I'm holding a cat. Ow, I'm being stabbed in the neck. No, baby, your claws are sharp. They're very sharp. Yes, that's better. Do it on my t-shirt. Consider liking the video, consider subscribing, and I will see you on the other side. Okay, so for any of you that don't know, this is the Wheel of Misfortune. We will spin the wheel, it will give us a fake team, we will go watch 20-ish minutes of their footage. If we need a timestamp, we will get one of those. If we don't, if we need a random number generator to help us decide what video to pick, we will use one of those. If not, I will pick and it will be good. Hopefully. That is the plan. I am being stabbed to death over here. She has razor blades. Anyway, without further ado, let's just get spinning. Oh my god, ow. What? Okay, this is one of the new ones that I've added. I think it's like a nuke kind of channel. So I think I'm going to choose it purely on the time, I think. So we're looking about 20 minutes. We can do their most recent one. 6 extreme horror videos that will scare you to the max. I doubt that. We could do the strangest and most spooky things captured in the sky and other places. That's going to be UFOs and stuff. Also, Slenderman, apparently. Got a lot of the AI thumbnails, so. Extreme scary videos. Skeptics can't explain. Oh, I feel baited. I feel baited. No, I'm being abandoned. Yeah, I feel baited with this one, so we're gonna go for this one. So let's have a look. So there's 7 clips. Brief rundown that I don't want to read. I normally check out their actual bio, see what they say. It's not so important with a reaction channel, but get ready to witness the most impressive videos of ghosts and mysteries. Material that is sent from all corners of the world by our own audience. If you like the paranormal here, you will find the best evidence of its possible existence. I like that it's vague. I do like that it's vague. It's not like, oh my god, the paranormal is 100% real and I can prove it with my videos. That pisses me off. I guess let's just get started with the extreme scary videos that skeptics can't explain. And let's see how we do.
From people walking through walls to a terrifying EVP recording of someone who had...
I hate it. Immediately, I hate it. An AI voice. I want to know what her lipstick is, though, because I want that. I've been looking for like this sort of colour for forever and I can't really find it. The best I can do is this one, but this is really old and I probably shouldn't be using it, but it's as close as I can get.
Just died. And even the top-ranked videos I know will send chills down your spine. Stay tuned because the terror is about to begin. My name is Leonore Clay and this is The Darkest Secret. Today we present extreme horror videos that skeptics cannot explain. Number 8. We begin our journey with some unsettling footage that Ruben Vasquez, one of our subscribers, sent to my email. He explains that what you're about to see is from a live stream broadcast from a completely abandoned building. A young man was exploring the place with his flashlight when suddenly, at the end of what appeared to be a dead-end corridor, something completely out of the ordinary came into view.
I can't with this. I'm sorry, I cannot with this voice. Okay, sorry, let's continue.
Watch closely.
¿Quién más está aquí? Hola. ¿Hay alguien aquí? Vamos. Sé que no. ¿Qué? Hoy. Hola. Hola.
What am I looking at?
Ay, no, no. Dios mío. Hay dos personas ahí. Hola, ¿puedo ayudarte? Ay, Dios, ¿te puedo ayudar?
Oh, I saw it. There was a little black thing and it just went...
Uy, se metió a la pared. Esa pared no tiene salida. Se metió a la pared. Hola. Hola. ¿Puedo? Ay, verga, Dios, no. No, 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 no. Espérense, ya sé qué voy a hacer. Espérense.
Why are they always on a Nokia 3100? Like, also stop wobbling it around. Yeah, sure, I can't explain the weird thing in the, what I'm assuming is a crypt or whatever, because I can't fucking see it. Between the absolute dog shit quality of this, then with the fact that he's not standing still, so I can't actually see it, I don't really stand a chance, do I?
The recording clearly shows how a human-like figure
It doesn't clearly show shit, love.
emerges from one of the walls, stops for a few seconds, as if looking directly at the camera, and
I highly doubt that is a wall. Like, it's a wall up to here, but it looks like it drops off, like this is a corner. So it comes round the corner. I can't see if there's another... I can't see this side. But that looks like a corner to me.
then, to the incredulous gaze of everyone watching the live stream, passes through the wall as if it didn't exist. But that's not all. The image reveals the existence of another silhouette which exhibits similar behavior, as if both beings belong to another dimension. Many users who were watching the broadcast through their devices were just as shocked as a young man who recorded the moment. And as I said before, this wasn't a recorded video. It was a live.
It could have been a recorded video. It could have been made and then live streamed, but it was pre-recorded footage playing on the live stream. Unless there was a way to verify that this was an actual live stream, that doesn't mean shit.
Live broadcast. A situation where there was no time to edit or prepare effects. What was shown
Not true.
was exactly what happened. Could they be souls trapped in the abandoned building? Or did we witness a glitch in reality itself? A temporal distortion that allowed those bodies to pass through solid matter. Whatever the case, the truth is that this clip continues to leave those who see it for the first time speechless.
No, it doesn't, because we can't actually see it.
Number 7. It was early morning when the CCTV cameras installed near a temple in Thailand captured something that left those who reviewed the recording without words. At first glance, he looked like a small child playing alone, running and moving happily around the temple courtyard. But the strange thing was, he was doing it completely alone, in the middle of the night, and without any adult supervision.
Oh no, he just ran through a fence. I can't be sure, but I'm not 100% sure, but I am pretty sure this one's AI. It's just the way it's running. A normal baby of that size would not be running that confidently on stairs. I don't even think it did those stairs properly. No, it doesn't. See, it just sort of flopped and then goes back to trying to do the stairs properly. It's AI. Yeah, I'm convinced it's AI.
It's the behavior of a normal child.
No, it isn't.
But everything changes when he goes up the stairs. If you look closely, at the top there's some sort of gate which incredibly, the child passes through without any difficulty, as if it weren't there. He doesn't stop, he doesn't push it, he simply goes right through it. When temple officials reviewed the footage, they thought it was an abandoned child who had found refuge there, until they saw that incredible moment. Even upon closer inspection of the sequence, they realized that his body seemed weightless as he moved too quickly for his age.
Yeah, that's my point. That's why it's AI. He's not... What temple? Tell me what temple. A Thai temple, that tells me nothing. Give me specifics. Give me something I can research. A skeptic can't answer any of this because you're so fucking vague. But no, with the way it traverses the steps alone, I'm convinced this is AI.
And his shadow didn't match the lighting of the area. Some believe it is the spirit of a child who once lived or died in the vicinity of a temple. Others think it could be a residual manifestation, an echo of the past that got trapped eternally repeating the same movements.
Or it's bullshit and it's AI.
Tell me, are we looking at the clearest evidence of a child apparition? Of a child apparition? Leave your opinion in the comments.
Doesn't even hold that railing properly, I'm sorry.
Number 6.
Wait, did his hand glitch?
Opinion in the comments.
Yeah, it's... Did you see that? Its arm was down and it just sort of pings. It's not a movement, it's just like a... Oh, it's down here and then it pinged up. Like a jump cut ping. Not a... This actually happened. AI, man.
Number 6.
Yeah, cool. Get to number 6 then.
The following recording was sent by Maria Zamora, a subscriber who wanted to share with me and you some truly troubling footage recorded during a nighttime exploration in a cemetery in Mexico. A couple of young people were exploring the area, live streaming their adventure among ancient tombs and mausoleums. Everything was going smoothly
Oh, look, another bullshit footage one.
until, unbeknownst to them, one of their cameras captured something that went completely unnoticed at the time, but not the next day when they watched the recording. Pay attention.
Was it the thing that just went across the screen? Oh, no. I don't even know what I'm looking at.
Among
Honestly, there's so much artifacting, I don't even know what I'm looking at. So far we've had one that I can't see, one that I've debunked, and one that I can't see. We're doing great so far.
the graves, a black shadow can be clearly seen emerging
Nothing can be clearly seen in this video, I am sorry.
from one of the open pits, seemingly taking on a human form. This dark entity, noticing the presence of the young people, quickly leaves the pit and vanishes into the darkness of the cemetery.
That is a whole lot of assumption and projection.
Although the image is not as sharp as we would like, the silhouette is perfectly distinguishable.
No, it isn't, but sure.
It lacks defined contours. It does not reflect light, and its movement is too fast, almost unnatural. It does not reflect light, and its movement is too fast, almost.
I'm not the best at footage like this, but to me, it was actually worse when I slowed it down. It's a middle ground better. It looks overlaid. That looks like a person in a hoodie, and it looks like they're just running down here, and it looks like it's just a normal clip of someone running. I don't know what this reflection is. Just running down the field. See?
Claim it could be a camera effect, perhaps due to low resolution, or the light interference.
I've just realised I've recorded all of this stuff today on fucking half volume. So Trevor's gonna have to fix all of that in post. Oops. Sorry, Trevor.
Of the location. Others think it was simply an animal, or even a person hiding among the tombs. But there are those who firmly believe that this shadow does not belong to this world, claiming that it could be a dark energy that inhabits the cemetery, manifesting itself only for brief seconds, or even the spirit of someone who, feeling discovered, fled from the place where they were once buried. What do you think? Was it a simple coincidence, or an entity that couldn't bear be seen by the living? Whatever it is, his appearance on the recording is undeniable.
So we've had random one I can't see, AI, video editing, / one I can't see.
Number 5. Valeria Marquez was a renowned beauty influencer with thousands of followers and a rapidly growing career on social media platforms like TikTok and Instagram. But last year her life ended tragically while she was live streaming from her own beauty salon. During a live stream, while a friend was discussing the case and explaining why she had decided to temporarily close her social media accounts, something extraordinarily disturbing happened.
Fíjense que yo pensaba en cerrar las redes. Sí pensé. Pero luego dije, ay, ¿por qué? Fíjense que yo pensaba en cerrar las redes. Sí pensé. Pero luego dije, ay, ¿por qué?
Okay, this is still very fresh, so I don't think it's appropriate to touch, but that is incredibly easy to fake.
Can you hear it? Listen again.
It's impossible not to hear it. I think that was intentionally faked.
I'll highlight the part for you.
Fíjense que yo pensaba en cerrar las redes. Sí pensé. Pero luego dije, ay, ¿por qué?
Okay, we get it. We heard it like the first time.
Just as Vivian tries to justify her absence from social media, a female voice filters into the broadcast. A clearly audible voice saying, "Because I died."
We don't need to hear it again. Jesus Christ. Because somebody couldn't have been standing behind the camera. Like, come on. That's the easiest one.
Comments came pouring in. Dozens of users claimed that the voice was Valeria Marquez's, as if she were trying to make herself known from another plane, responding to her friend. Some say it's just audio interference, a technical error with no great mystery. But others, on the other hand, believe that what we hear is a real EVP. Those who follow...
No, I don't think so. I think that was faked on purpose for attention, unfortunately. Sorry. And there was someone just standing behind the camera.
Her closely insist that it's Valeria's voice. It happened during a live stream. How do you stage something like that?
A live stream doesn't mean shit. Stop using live streams as a fucking defense as to why something can't be fake.
If this really were a paranormal phenomena, it could mean that deceased people, especially those who leave unexpectedly, remain here or can manifest themselves and can answer you. What makes everything more worrying is Vivian's behavior since that day. Many have noticed in her a distant, evasive attitude, as if this phenomena had affected her in some way. Are we simply facing a sad coincidence, amplified by tragedy? Or is it possible that Valeria herself tried to speak from the other side? Let me know what you...
You've given absolutely no context to this avoidance. Is she being avoidant of addressing the fact that it happened? Is she being avoidant of the fact that it could have been faked? Is she avoidant of the skepticism? Is she avoidant of, what is she avoidant of? Is she avoidant of, just social media in general because she doesn't know how to navigate it without her friend? This is still fresh. This is only like a year old. Like, have some tact. I mean, if she's out there faking ghost evidence of her dead friend, then also have some tact. But don't do this. No, leave it alone.
You think? Number 4. Reality can be more disconcerting than the paranormal, a phrase that I have mentioned on more than one occasion on this channel, and that Alex Juarez, one of our subscribers, reminded me of in the email that accompanies the following video. According to him, that phrase perfectly sums up the disturbing experience he had one early morning in his own home. Alex says he was asleep when he started hearing footsteps on the roof of his house. At first, he thought it was a cat or maybe a nocturnal bird, but the persistence of the noises led him to take out his cell phone and carefully peek through the curtains of his second-floor bedroom. What he recorded was simply terrifying.
There has been an ad in between every single one of these fucking clips. Oh my god. If you thought it was a cat or a bird, why are you this scared to look out of your window? Surely you'd just be like, okay, whatever. You're acting like you're being actively, hunted, and you're trying not to be seen. This is not normal behaviour for somebody that thinks it's a mundane thing. Also, why is it always such shit quality? I honestly have no clue what I'm looking at, because there's like 2 pixels in this picture.
The presence of a man who remains motionless, looking down as if
Is that what it is? Okay.
he were spying from the roof. Alex says that at certain times, that subject made strange, almost spasmodic movements, tilting his head in an odd way, which made him think that the man was not a normal person. Even minutes later, a neighbor who lives across the street also managed to record the same figure, confirming that it was not an illusion or a reflection. And although no one managed to discover who that individual was or how he got there,
You can't even see it. And I'm sorry, but this is not the same shot as the other one. If it is a person, it's probably just a normal person. But in this one, you're looking out a window onto the roof, which I'm assuming is the lower roof, like this one. If there's a window here, I can't see. But whatever, it's not the same fucking thing. It's just not. Because there's no window up here to look out of to see this roof line. If you're gonna lie, at least make it make sense.
His mere presence was enough to sow terror among the residents planning to break into the house. A prankster with a disturbing mind, or someone with much darker intentions,
Okay,
is
I'm
that
bored now.
this is not normal. Sometimes we look for ghosts or supernatural entities to explain what scares us,
You're still trying to do that.
when in reality, the real monsters may be among us.
The real monsters are definitely among us. I have witnessed enough and experienced enough of the world to know that. Secondly, you are trying to make this man seem paranormal with that he was not moving like a man would, or whatever the fuck you've said. So don't be like, oh, it's scary things are sometimes mundane. To when literally seconds before you were like, oh, this man figure is not moving like a normal man, so he's not a normal man. Which is it?
Walking the streets, or worse still, as in this case, looking at us from the roof of our own house. I remember the case of a girl who recounted how she came home tired from work and laid down on her bed to sleep. She woke up suddenly because she felt a strong pressure on her legs. It was a man's hands leaning halfway into the window who had decided to put his hands on her. From that day on, she put bars on her window, but that didn't take away.
That I could have done with the trigger warning. Thanks for that. I'm gonna take 5. I will be right back for you. Oh my god. During my break, Amazon delivered my parcel, right? And I'd ordered a steak knife, so he needed ID, that was fine. But he called me for some reason, and I answered the phone, and he's like, I'm outside. So I'm thinking like he's outside. And I'm like, okay, buzz the door, I'll let you in. And he's like, okay. Silence. I walk to the intercom, ready to let him in. I cannot let him in if he does not buzz the door. And I'm standing there for like a good 45 seconds. And then he knocks on the door, like my internal door. And I'm like, it's like, one, that door doesn't shut properly. I need to complain about it, like the main door. And secondly, he has the code because he's my delivery driver. So he shouldn't need me to buzz him in anyway. Like, what the fuck just happened? And he probably heard me bitching about him because that wall's not very thick, but he probably heard me bitching about him, but whatever. Not now, like earlier. I'm spicy. I made a comment. Well, actually, I was shouting at the intercom, being like, you need to buzz it so I can let you in. And then he knocked on the door. So he may have heard that. I don't know. But anyway, let's continue with this.
A young woman, while cleaning her computer and deleting old files, came across a recording she made 3 years earlier, which until the moment had gone completely unnoticed. Came across a recording she had made 3 years earlier, which until that
You've said that. Oh my, I hate it when there's discrepancies like this in videos. If it's like an hour, 2 hour long video, whatever, then it's gonna happen. But like if it's a 15-20 minute video and you have something like this, you just did not watch it properly, and that's lazy in my opinion.
moment had gone completely unnoticed. However, when she played it again, she noticed something that chilled her to the bone.
Isn't that convenient that it's when her arms are up?
The clip begins with the young
I'm home alone, trust me, bro.
woman recording the strange sounds that stand out amidst the silence of the house. Even at the end of
The sounds we can't hear because we've got to listen to your background music.
recording, a kind of murmur can be heard coming from the main entrance of her home. But that's not the worst of it. And 3 years later, when reviewing the same recording, she realized that at the beginning of the recording and just before the shot changed, a quick, almost imperceptible movement can be seen right at the bottom of the stairs. Do you see it? The movement so brief that it is barely distinguishable at first glance. It seems to betray the presence of someone or something that was there, observing her from the shadows. She claims she was completely alone at home at that time and only started.
You know what it looks like? It looks like light reflection off of a phone screen. Looks like somebody's walked down the stairs with their phone out, like this. I don't know, however, just walking down the stairs with their phone in their hand. I don't think she's home alone. I think she just wants attention.
Recording because of the noises. So what is this? Imagine it happens to you. Imagine you see a shadow when you're alone, and then it happened 3 years ago. What could that have been? Was it a camera malfunction? A trick of light and shadow? Or was it really something or someone that had invaded her home?
Hear me out. She's lying. That's it.
This type of footage reminds us that sometimes the most unsettling thing is not what we see, but what is watching us without our knowledge.
Incorrect, but sure. You really do like to milk these clips.
We end this chilling list with a video sent by Claudio Correa, a loyal subscriber of the channel, who told me that what you're about to see was recorded inside a cave that, according to him, opened up after a missile strike in a remote area of the Middle East. What these men found in there is something you
The descent.
couldn't even imagine in your worst nightmare. Pay attention.
يا الله
سكر 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 بسرعة بسرعة بسم الله بسرعة.
I'm sorry. Are they trying to pass this off as real? Somebody along the line is trying to pass this off as real. This looks more like a budget, like an indie film. If you were truly worried about something coming out of that hole, you would fill it properly. But that is like, oh my god, stop the thing coming out the hole, but keep it up just enough so that we can still get the camera in there so you can still see. Are any of you buying this? Because I'm not.
سبسكروا
The group of men
He sounded like he was laughing.
insist on plugging a hole in the ground, throwing huge stones into it. But what is truly terrifying is that from that hole, dark hands emerge, moving desperately as if something were trying to get out of there. The men, terrified,
You could have poured salt on it after putting the rock down like that. You kept the rock up just long enough, or actually too long to be fair, but just long enough for us all to get a glimpse of what it was. This is fake. That was staged for a camera. You can tell.
began to throw more stones while reciting prayers and scattering salt over the hole, as if trying to seal.
And that, oh, I just put stones on. There's no hurry. There's no concern. They don't look scared. This is really bad acting, really bad staging. It's just bad. They could have done all of that with much more fear, much more urgency, and in a much more legitimate way. But they didn't. It is fake.
A forbidden door. The cameras capture how that being, if it can be called that, pushes the rocks with inhuman force, generating a sound that seems like a roar coming from the depths.
See? Gotta keep it up.
Force, generating a sound that seems like a roar coming from
Keep it up. The camera's gotta see it.
the depths. One of the men even claims to
And
have
then there's no way they could drop this and it falls in this hole, right? Because it's so small. So this hole, like, oh, I'm struggling to get it down. I don't want to drop it. Come on.
felt a suffocating heat after emerging from that hole, as if
What
the
is
ground
this?
itself were on
Gotta keep it up so we can still see, so the camera can still see.
fire. The whole scene
We get the salt in there that I could have thrown around it because it's a triangular rock in a circular hole, which I do in a minute anyway and could have done from the beginning.
looks like something out of a horror movie, and yet what we see here is real. For some, it was a trapped animal or an illusion caused by the smoke and darkness, but others insist that what
It's a person. The entire thing is faked. It is a person. Is that it? Am I done now? Yes, I am done. I am completely baffled by what I just watched, to be honest. But at least I didn't suffer alone, and I made you guys suffer with me. We explained every single one apart from the first one because I couldn't see it enough to explain it. So, extreme scary videos Skeptics can't explain. Fuck off. Gonna lie, at least do it well. But anyway, I have been Para, this has been a video. If you liked said video, please give it a like and please consider subscribing. If you would like more Para for whatever reason, this is the other content that I make, and consider checking out another video. But I think I have complained at you for long enough in this video. So I'm gonna leave you to the rest of your day now. I hope it's a good one and I will see you next time. Bye!
Paranormal